Obviously, the Quinogres need some spikes. Everybody knows that. Everybody needs spikes, really. Spikes are universal. Everybody can use some spikes. Good morning, everyone. Dave from the wee hours here, back with some more MMORPG Tycoon 2, staring down at the award-winning world of Davecraft. Let's get some things done right away, and as usual, let's point out some folks who had been asked to be put in the game. As always, I've just kind of gathered a collection of players here and started the naming process, so there was no plan to this. There was basically just whomever happened to be in front of the inn, they all got named. So right over here, and I'm probably going to butcher this pronunciation, as apparently I butcher many pronunciations according to the comment section. This is Jonah Lees, you are now in the game. Chris Anthony, you are right over here. J Kill, and I assume this is pronounced Last Eve or Last 3V, but I'm gonna presume it's Last Eve. Rivakush, who I have fought side by side with in Bristly Stranger's run of Mordheim. Rivakush, you are now in the game. Waffle, you are right over here. Anytime V, you're in here. Lord of T, which I am convinced is going to get me a copyright strike from Penge at the Geek Cupboard, but Lord of T, you are in here, as is Damien, also I believe from the Geek Cupboard. Positively Cozy, you're right there, and then down the road I had to go get more people here. Artonicus, you're in here. GM Anthony, because I couldn't put your whole name in there, it was just too long, so GM Anthony, you are in there. Did I have any others over here? No, these are sort of generic players over here. Okay, that to my knowledge covers the folks, and thank you again for wanting to be in the game. I'm having a ton of fun playing this, and I'm glad you guys are enjoying watching it. Those are folks who just said, hey, put me in the game, with no specific specifications on it. So you guys are all players now. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna pick off, say, Rivakush, just for argument's sake, and I'm going to favorite you. I want to keep an eye on some of you guys, and maybe Positively Cozy, because you're one of our new Ramza classes, which is a plague doctor with a top hat. It's awesome. I'm going to favorite you as well. We're going to kind of keep an eye on more people and see what they do. How about GM Anthony? Why don't we keep an eye on you too? Thank you very much. I'm actually going to check that none of you are cheaters before we go much further into the game. Other folks who had asked to be put in the game in the comments section had asked to be put in as specific things, whether that be an elite monster or something like that. So we'll kind of pick those off as we go along. We'll tick those off. If you have asked to be put in the game and I haven't done it, one of two things has happened. Either I recorded the next episode before I saw your comment. I am recording this quite frequently because I'm just having a ton of fun playing it, so I want to jump back into it every time. Or I have missed or forgotten about the comment, and that's not personal. There's just a ton of comments on MMORPG Tycoon 2. You guys are really digging this game, and I'm digging playing it. So do please speak up. If you feel I've forgotten about you and said, oh, I asked to be put in the game and he never did it, just speak up in the comments and said, hey, I asked a little while ago. I noticed you haven't done it. Could you do that, please? And you will not hurt my feelings. I will go, yep, I was kind of dopey and I forgot to do it. All right. With those being done, let's actually turn the game back on, so we can get some money coming in, because we've got a bunch of things that I would like to do today. None of them are particularly huge. I don't have any big plans. On the contrary, oh, Rivakush logged out. Bye, Rivakush. Bye. I actually have a bunch of small plans. I want to slowly and smally, that's a word now, yay, develop the stuff we've got before we pound into a new region. I would love to address why these things are not getting dealt with. These are turned off, and I feel we may need more developers. I'm going to check the developer backlog in a sec, but I think one of the first things we have to do is kind of beef up the level 1 zone, because the Quinogres are just destroyed. Everyone is marching off to war on the Quinogre village, and it's not ending well for them. What is my density on these guys? Yeah, it's high density. I can't really do much better than that. We'll just have to set up some more zones and some more places for people to go. We put 2 elite Quinogres over here, and I'm going to put up a third one for a couple of reasons. 3 reasons, actually. One, I think the players just need something more to do here, and another elite would not hurt the process. 2, people were asking me why why I was putting elites outside of the monster zone rather than in the zone. There was no particular reason behind that. I just sort of did. I kind of liked the idea of them lording over their minions from afar kind of thing. But we can absolutely smack them down in the zone. There's no problem with that. And I have a particular commenter that I have a weird relationship who wanted to be an elite Quinogre. So I'm going to slap one down, and then there's going to be a brief aside. So this elite Quinogre here is now Cunic. Now, I have a weird 6 degrees of separation thing with Cunic. Cunic is a viewer of the Geek Cupboard, and Penge at the Geek Cupboard has been playing RimWorld on his channel for quite a while. It's a great series. It's my destination Friday night viewing. I'm recording this on a Friday, so I'm very excited to watch that later. When Penge was setting up his initial RimWorld colony, obviously one gets to pick 3 settlers, and he was very kind enough to name me as one of his original settlers. So one of his first settlers is indeed called Wee Hours. One of his other original settlers is called Cunic. So Cunic and I have been struggling in RimWorld side by side for a very, very long time. It's kind of neat like that. And now, Cunic, you are now an elite Quinogre in the award-winning world of Davecraft. Off you go there. Go fight heartily, because there's a whole bunch of players that are coming to kill you. And then one more piece of sort of admin stuff that came in from the comments was, what the heck do we name this thing? Which is a little bit of a bear and a little bit of a spider and sort of a mutant, and it's wearing Birkenstocks, which is terrifying. And I actually got a bunch of good suggestions in the comments for this one, but there was absolutely one that had me genuinely LOLing. I'm sorry I said that phrase. We don't need to abbreviate that. I could have just said, I laughed out loud. But there was one that had me chuckling as I read it, and I couldn't resist it. These are now the Birkenstocks. It's just horrible, horrible monstrosities. The Birkenstocks now roam the land. And you know what? I'm going to buff them. I'm going to buff them. What happens if I buff you? Oh, they get a better bite. Yep, I'm going to approve that buff. Great, there's another thing for my developers to do. I should check on those guys. Let's see. I want to go over to the level 3 zone, and I want to see what the problem is over here. Yeah, I think it's just a question of staffing. We're undermanned. We only have 2 developers, and we've got a lot for them to do. They've already got a backlog of 8 things they need to do. I'm going to hire another developer. I'm actually going to hire 2. I don't want things going down. I mean, the respawn point is down. The little watchtower thing is down. This whole monster zone. What did I put in here? Oh, the bears, right? Yeah, I like bears. The bears are down. The bears are down. It's a critical moment in the award-winning world of Davecraft. So let's get some more developers on board. I would like to see those getting turned back on. The only problem is I think the respawn point itself is down. And that, because that's how they travel. They travel in and out of respawn points to do anything. That means they're going to come way the heck from probably, I would guess, the Shouting Stones all the way over here to fix the respawn point so they can use this respawn point to fix everything else. Fussy, but, well, with 2 more developers, hopefully that'll get taken care of. Right. I'm leaving the game running because we are ticking in money. And my goal again today is broadly fleshing out everything. But let me, while I've got a good collection of people down here, let me just do a quick scan for cheaters. Okay, looking good so far. Aha! I see you there. I see you there, Mr. Purple. Anyone else cheating in this neck of the woods? Yeah, I see you just fine. Hold that thought. Because I was banning people and warning people incorrectly. So I just wanted to point out what I was doing wrong. I was hitting issue warning and then just clicking on them. That does nothing at all. It's a click and hold. So Alfar here, if I click and hold, now you've been issued a warning. You're kind of meh about that. Do you feel you deserved it, Alfar? I bet you do. Do we have any greens? Do we have anyone who needs to be banned around here? Oh, GM Anthony just unsubscribed. What's up, man? What did the award-winning world of Davecraft not offer you? I'm very sorry about that, GM Anthony. You weren't digging it, I guess. Issue you a warning, all Samud, whatever that is, and keep things going here. Let's get some money ticking in, and I want to just kind of flash back to, no, see, these are still not activated. That ain't good. How do I fix that? And is the problem that developers have to come... This looks like the closest respawn point over here, all the way over here to over here. Okay, yeah, everything is going down in the level 3 zone. How's my network? Are we good? We're good. Everything is in network as far as I can see. And I'm still getting region overloaded in Firehill. Well, obviously we're not going to set up another level 1 zone. That's a little excessive. I think now might be the right time for a new server over in our first region here. It's 10,000 a pop with this. 10,000 for a new server, and I've got 38. But this will allow an extra 400 simultaneous subscribers in here. I feel it's worth it. I don't know if there's any specific place we need to put this rather than just sort of in here. So I'm just going to kind of centrally locate it. Oh, that was 10,000. Oh, that one hurt. That one hurt. All right, I need to cheer myself up by blowing money on decoratives here. Where are we going to spend some money today? Now, I've got another respawn point over in the level 3 zone, and this is still not activated. Still not activated. Positively Cozy logged out. Okay, come back. Come back soon. What is going on over here? That's an elite bear. I know that. I got that. That's Nikki the Terrible. In fact, you know what? Hang on. I've been calling Nikki the Terrible for ages, but there we go. Nikki the Terrible, the bear, because really, is there any more horrific name than Nikki the Terrible that would inspire terror in me? Right. How do we get these turned on? And while I'm doing that, let's blow some money on quest givers and decoratives and things like that. Quest givers would probably be a good idea. Let's get something positive done. I've been kind of waffling around here starting this episode, so let's get some stuff done around here. You, what did you show up with? Bear zone kill and panda spider zone kill. That's fine. That's good. Actually, where is that panda spider zone? Because, yeah, it's over here. Right, let's put a new elite panda spider in here. So speaking of names that inspire terror, this is now Nibbles. Nibbles the panda spider. Nibbles had asked to be put in as an elite panda spider, and Nibbles is just going to town on Michelle here, or Michael, Michael, I don't know, but it ain't gonna end well. Oh, you just healed yourself. Oh, that's so cool. You drank a potion or something. Oh, that's very, very fun, and you killed Nibbles. Well, damn. What's your deal? What have you got going on? And Nibbles immediately respawned. Very good. Well, there you go. Mikhail, I'm just going to call you Michael. You're a level 3 paladin. What kind of gear have you got? You have an unsuitable weapon. You got a ton of money. And you're addicted. Oh, hello. You're addicted. What can I do with that information? Because I love the fact that this phrase is in green and it says bank balance available. Those are 3 words that I definitely want to see placed in that order and put in my game. I don't know if this is going to help. If we put a capacitor down here, they're only 1,000. It's basically a bandwidth battery is what it is. So if things are going down, maybe there's going to be enough juice for this to pick up the slack. I doubt it, because it says they don't hold much, but I'm very concerned that we haven't gotten these turned back on yet. Like, not at all. It's not like they came on and went back off and we're just having a problem. No, there's a very real issue going on over here, and I'm not really sure what it is, because we seem to be a network. Region overloaded again. That was probably Firehill again. Am I going to need yet another server in here? Well, I'm going to sit on that thought for a second and just kind of keep an eye on things. You know, I've got time moving on, but honestly, not a lot of time has moved on. It still may be a case that the developers just need to get over there and get through their backlog, but we'll keep an eye on that and be worried about it. Oh, there's D-Day 164. Oh, hi, and you're getting a quest. Cool. Speaking of quests, what are you doing? I was actually going to fuss with some quests. Potion shop, how about not? How about you went and took out Nibbles? There we go. Debate Nibbles. Debate Nibbles. I don't think it's going to be a very informative debate, if we're honest about things. What else could you be doing? Go to the panda spider zone and kill 5 spiders. How about 8 spiders instead of that? And find more beer. Find even more beer. Go to the scenery. Where do you think you're going with that? Oh, all the way back here. Okay. Yeah, I don't completely hate that, because there's not really anywhere else for you to go. This is our level 3 zone. It's kind of our last area. Yeah, you can have that quest for right now, and then I'll think about fussing with that later. We do need to set up a level 4 zone. We've got players that are level 4, but I really didn't want to do that. What region overloaded? Firehill again. Firehill again. Do I got an extra 10 grand kicking around? Why are you people not going over to my new area? It's very, very cool, if a little barren at the moment. Okay, first things first that I wanted to do is get a mountain pass through here into the Shouting Stones, into the level 2 zone. I don't like where that's popping up, though. I don't want it to come from there. I want it to come right from the corner here. How about, all right, give me a regular path from, say, there. Oh, now it's crossing something. Oh, there we go. Okay. And then give me the mountain pass. That's more what I was looking for. Okay, give me that. Thank you. And then give me a regular path from here to here. Perfect. Okay. Now let's get the path going from here to here. Excellent. Can I throw a quest giver right in the middle of the mountain pass? I don't know. Let's find out. No, not quite. I am clicking away, and it is not letting me do that. Well, it can have one right outside the mountain. There we go. There we go. Thank you. What are your quests? What do you think you want to do for a living? You have level 2 quests. Okay. So did you pull from... So I'm kind of guessing at this, but I'm going to assume the game thinks you live in the Shouting Stones. But you kind of don't, which works out really well, because level 1 characters are going to come over here and get level 2 quests, which can then lead them into the Shouting Stones. Oh, I didn't plan that, but that actually works out really well, and that's a terrible quest, going to a respawn point. That's really boring. Why don't you go to another quest giver? Let me find one somewhere. There we go. I see you. Slow down a sec there so I can just click on you. There you go. Go to the quest giver. Talk to them in return. I wish it wasn't the return. I was having this sort of conversation in the comments section. I would love to be able to even more fine-tune these quests. I would love to see that when we click on a quest, we could get maybe like a drop-down menu and pick, one from column A, one from column B kind of thing. So it could be go to the quest giver and then go somewhere else, way across the other side of the map. Or go to the quest giver and then, I don't know, do anything but return, really, is what I'm looking for. Yeah, I'm going to set up several of his quests to go to the Shouting Stones. In fact, you can go way over here. I don't even care what building that is. Just go way, way over there. Because if you've gotten this far, you're probably pretty close to level 2 anyway. We need more stuff. No. Focus, Dave. Focus. Focus on the level 3 zone. What is the problem with it, and how do we fix it? And there is a backlog of things that the developers are doing. I'm going to take a chance on hiring one more, and then I'm going to put down... Where is my closest respawn point over here? It's the one that's down, naturally. I'm going to take a shot on putting down another respawn point. I drew a path over here a little earlier just for no reason. I was going to start to flesh out this area, but let's start fleshing out that area with a new respawn point and see if that can get the developer kind of on board here with... actually, I kind of like it just like that, but not quite like that because that's going to take that tree down. Come on, give me... Yeah, that works. That's fine. I'll draw a path over there or something. In fact, when I say I'll draw a path over there, why don't I actually draw a path over there? There we go. Now, a little bit later, and that does not seem to be solving the problem. So I'm going to try something else. I'm going to try just deleting this and putting it back. So, no network connection. Yeah, I don't know why, though. Anything under service that I need to know about? No? Okay. Wait, what's providing vistas? And why does it cost money? Hang on. Hang on. Can I get money out of people? Am I putting in microtransactions right now? What's a vista? I mean, I know what a vista is, but it doesn't make sense in this context. Just for argument's sake, if I put 1 gold, I just want to see what happens. And yeah, sync the price across all of them. Absolutely. What are the opinions of this? People are basically mad. Why are you not connected? Actually, it doesn't matter if I put gold in this because it's not on. Right, back to plan A. Delete this. Yup, thank you. Now, let's try putting it back and seeing if that helps at all. So if we pop this down right here. Okay. Now, I know you're not on now, because I just put you down there. Is anyone going to come over and turn you on? Maybe it's this respawn point. Because there's a developer going in and out. Okay, so it doesn't seem to be any of those. The developers do seem to be active here. Deleting it and putting it back did not do anything, so it's somehow down to network. Somehow, we don't got enough network here. This is another situation where I don't know if this is the problem, but I'm going to, at a great cost, throw down another bandwidth here. Throw down another uplink. And then, for no reason, I'm just going to take more cable over here. I don't think this is the problem at all. But I'm very... Yeah, you can just end right there. That's fine. I'm very confused as to what's going on here. Very confused. I mean, it's not hard to confuse me, but this is very confusing. Okay, that turned on the watchtower, the landmark here, and I think everything else is now turned on. All right, well, problem solved. There was just a question of, I guess, not enough bandwidth in the level 3 zone to accommodate a very small and unfleshed out area. Weird. Now this is turned off. Oh, for goodness sake. Well, I didn't really care about that one as much. That was just sort of an experiment. Okay, back to fleshing everything out. I'm going to just do a few small changes with what I already have. I'm going to put a tavern down over here because it kind of makes sense in this open air market kind of area, and the players love the taverns. So let's just give them another tavern to hang out in. And then I think I want to do a new Quinogre village. Maybe the Quinogres are sort of the perennial enemies in this game, and they're everywhere. They live everywhere, and we're always kind of constantly at war with them. So maybe there's another Quinogre village that needs to live right about here-ish. Yeah, I'm starting to see some lore develop in the award-winning world of Davecraft that the Quinogres definitely worship these huge crystal structures here. And wherever they are, there's usually a Quinogre village near it, except for the one over in the first area, which, I don't know, somehow got desolated because we have skeletons over there. So somehow there's a story connected with that, but I kind of see where I'm going with the Quinogres. I'm also kind of half thinking maybe when we unlock some new classes, maybe we make the Quinogres their own class. I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but it might be kind of fun to have, you know, Horde and Alliance thing going on here. I'm not opposed to that at all. Let me continue to flesh this out a little bit. I think they need a cart, and then they need another cart. They're very cart happy in the Quinogre society. In Quinogre society, the cart is a sign of status. So if you've got lots of carts, you're clearly very, very high up in Quinogre society. And what Quinogre town is complete without a few skulls lying around the place? I lost a few trees putting this in here, but we'll pop a few of those back. In fact, I would like to kind of throw some of those back in because it's a heavily wooded area. It clearly is. Even though the trees make it kind of a pain in the neck to do anything around here, it's still a heavily... Come on, get there where it's not going to delete anything else. There we go. You appear to be constantly turned off too. Well, apparently I know how to deal with you. I'm going to cross your bridge when we open up the second half of this zone. That's when we're going to deal with your issue. For right now, there's plenty of respawn points kicking around here. Okay, am I basically happy with the new Quinogre town? Oh yeah. Yeah, I like this. There's a real story and lore in my head that's kind of coming together with this. So let's throw down some Quinn Ogres for a start. I think this region might need bearkin stalks too. I think that might be very, very important. So some zones in there, and let's set up some elite Quinn Ogres here. And give me some more of those. We can do some more of those, game. It's fine. Give me one there. And give me one right in the center of town. There we go. This would be one of those quests where you'd have to kill like all the leaders of the village. That would be your quest. That would be, again, going back to my really refining the quest idea. That would be a neat way of doing that. Say, not only do you have to go kill an elite, you have to kill the 3 elites that are in this area. I know that's really asking for a lot of MMORPG Tycoon 2, where it's at in development, but I mean, if we're going to make this an MMO, let's make this a real MMO where you would have a quest to say, okay, yeah, you do have to kill an elite. In fact, you have to kill the leaders of this village, of which there are 3. Off you go, Sparky. Let me know when you're back. Oh, we just got an upgrade for no readily explainable reason, and nobody seems to know what the upgrades are linked to. I don't know. If you know in the comments, please let me know what triggers the upgrades. When do we get, and how do we acquire these upgrade points? Is there a certain number of subscribers where you have to get? I don't think so, because I haven't seen any defined number where it's like, okay, at 1,000 subscribers it triggers, at 2,000 subscribers it triggers. It doesn't seem to be along those lines. So do please let me know if you know what we would do to accelerate, let's try that word in English again, even though nobody really likes my pronunciation. Accelerate that upgrade, that tech tree. Anyway, we'll deal with that in a sec. I wanted to put down another quest giver right here, and how about another guard? Those guys seem to be very, very handy. I have started a parallel game in my own time. So I've been just kind of messing around with MMORPG Tycoon 2 on my own time in a completely different game. Just because it's a ton of fun to play, and I enjoy playing it, so I wanted to just sort of have a separate game and mess around with it. The guards, we should be putting way more of these down. Because when they give directions, and apparently players are kind of dumb and get lost easily. So when I'm done messing with this quest giver, I might just toss a few guards around. Go to the scenery. How about we totally didn't do that? How about we started taking out the elite Quinn Ogres, of which I believe you are one of them. Yep, you are Screech Ripper. Okay, well there's one of the leaders of that village targeted. How about we get some more? No, how about you killed the other elite, who's not actually turned on yet, but hopefully they're working on it. Aldwin. Screech Ripper and Aldwin. Interesting names that generate. Okay, so I can't do it as one quest, but I can have one quest giver give a quest 3 times to kill the leaders of that village. I'd love to be able to do all 3. That'd be great. Anyway, you have one more quest. What do you want to do? Kill some Quinn Ogres. Yeah, that's a perfectly acceptable thing for you to be doing. How are we doing on the dev thing? They've got 2 of the zones turned on, but 1 not. Okay, so they are working. I feel like we almost need to hire another developer. I feel we're just not getting enough things done around here. Let's go to reports, and let's see, how are they doing? What's their backlog? They only have like 4 things that are backlogged. They have fixed 833 bugs today. Dang, guys, you are working hard. You're working so hard, I'm going to hire another one of you, because I don't want things going down. That's my fear. I don't want anything happening around here. While I'm just sort of waiting for that to get turned on, now that I say that out loud, let's have a look for cheaters. Okay, it's looking pretty good around here. Everyone seems to be behaving themselves for the most part. Kind of looking for any greens, the people that are super cheaty McCheaters and need to get banned. But no, actually looks like in this zone, people are pretty much behaving themselves. Okay, good job, guys. I'm going to put down, for no reason other than I want to give players somewhere to spend their money, another blacksmith shop over here. I think I just lost that tree. Yep, tree's gone. All right, well, I could put trees back. That's fine. Another blacksmith shop over here. Maybe maybe a couple of scenery buildings. People were commenting like, you know, those things are like $1,000 every time you put a scenery building up. I'm like, yeah, but they're cool. So that's why we're doing it. That's why that is happening. Now, see, that region is down again. That area was up, and now it's down. Wow. Do we need... Okay, now they're back on. Okay, good. I wonder if it would be worth putting another... Now it's off again. I feel we've got a bandwidth issue. I feel we're not bringing enough bandwidth into this game. Whoa. This area is a teensy tiny bit full. They're all having parties, though. Everyone's hanging out over here. Yeah, right. Okay. I have some money. I don't have no money. I don't know if this is the correct solution, but it just worked a second ago, so I'm going to put down another uplink. Hang on, before I do that, am I having this problem anywhere else? Level 2 seems to be entirely turned on. Level 1, although very, very crowded, I'm still getting pop-ups about that, all seems to be turned on. Other level 1 zone, all seems to be turned on. It really just seems to be a problem right here. I mean, the short answer is I don't know, but putting down another uplink isn't going to hurt. I mean, it does hurt. It's 5,000. That hurts a lot, if I'm honest. But if that solves the issue, I don't know why this zone more than others. Yeah, I know, region's overloaded. Is it Firehill again? Yeah, it's Firehill again. Go over to the other place. I'm working on it. And just for giggles, I'm going to throw down another capacitor. Not sure really what's going on here. But, well, we'll see. We're just going to have to keep an eye on it. And please, if you've got ideas in the comments, now would be the time. Now is your time to chime in and go, here's exactly what's wrong with your level 3 zone, you complete moron. And here's how you fix it. I mean, ideally, I'd love it if you didn't use the phrase moron, because I already know what I am. But yeah, if you got an idea on how to fix that, go ahead and please let me know. Let's do some work in Shouting Stones. We haven't been over here for a little bit. Let's mess around with the Shouting Stone. Yeah, good thing too, because this quest giver over here had only his original 2 quests. Let's definitely change that. Don't bother going to the clock tower. Why don't we make that a kill quest in the crocodile zone? And what else could we give you? Kill quest in the spider zone? That's fair enough. And panda spider zone, how about we made that more of a destination quest? What if we got you... Ooh, where would I really like to... Actually, you know what? Go into the level 3 zone. Go into the level 3 zone, figure out what the problem is over there, and report back to me. And just along the road here in the Shouting Stones, I'm just going to put down some fundamentals. An inn, a tavern, places for people to hang out. So let's get that, say... maybe that lived right there. And now that I've just said that out loud... I would love to get a path running through here, specifically so people could kind of wander this a ways. I can't even see what I'm doing with the mushrooms, but somewhere over here it'll link up, I'm sure. There we go. There we go. There's a link right over there. Do we have another one that we could put this way? Yeah, we do. How about this went through here, through the cobbles, through the panda spiders. It's all horrible, and it links up over there. Okay. Need a few more things here. Quest giver would be a great first start, as would a guard. Let's get Guardy McGuardface right there, and let's get Quest Giver right there. I know the region is overloaded. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I guess throw down another server in Firehill. But that was the whole point of me setting up the other level 1 area, was so we didn't need to keep doing that. Go to the scenery. Where are you going, Sparky? Okay, some fetch quests for you, some kill quests for you. That'll work. I got you killing an elite over there, and hopefully the guard can point people in the right direction. Oh yeah, they really do like those inns. That's where they go to log out and set their homes, so a few more of those would not go amiss. Where are my nearest shops? I don't have anything over there. I think I put the fundamentals down over here. I see a potion shop, not so much on a blacksmith. I don't think I've got a lot of blacksmiths in this area. Let's make sure... Oh, Rivakush is logged in. Awesome. Welcome back, Rivakush. And a region is overloaded. Super. Let's get a blacksmith going in down here. What's my money at? It's not no money. I don't have no money. keeping the game running. We are ticking in money, I mean, as fast as I can spend it, but we are ticking in money. Blacksmith shop there, and actually I'm going to put another one over in this sort of midpoint area that I just created here. Still no dice over here on this, so just going to try, just for argument's sake, putting some more cable down, I guess. If I can just maybe get that to stretch around here. Is this in any way part of the problem? I don't think it is, but, well, we're just going to have to keep an eye on it. That's really all I can do over there, is just try things until something works. I want to put another elite Lovecraft over here, because someone had specifically asked to be an elite Lovecraft, and we don't have a huge number of elites over here. So over here we've got, I'm going to butcher this pronunciation as I often do, Mitsurugi, I don't know, but you had specifically asked to be an elite Lovecraft. There you are. You live in the Shouting Stones now. Now I got to set some people up to kill you, unfortunately. We'll deal with that. You right there. Do you have a full thing of quests? Yeah, you do, and you've actually got some... You got some elite quests, too. Okay, why don't you have another one? Why don't you go over here and kill our new elite Lovecraft? I have a vague plan. And no one will be surprised that my vague plan usually boils down to blowing all my money on decoratives, because I found these neat cactusy flower huge things which just make total sense for the Shouting Stones. It's a deserty, arid kind of region. Now I want to put that down, but there we go. I don't want it to destroy any of the mushrooms. So at $10 a pop, I'm totally throwing all of these things in here. Okay, let's do something that the players will actually like. Let me put down... Is there any area... Wait, is this the... Yeah, okay, this is the entrance from the new level 1 zone. So we should probably have right here a guard to direct people and another quest giver on this side of the mountain. I know the region's overloaded. I'm going to try to deal with that. I'm just not sure what the issue is. Kill the crocodiles and locate a sausage. Where do you feel you're doing that? Way over there? That's actually not a bad idea. I don't hate that. Which crocodile zone? That one right there? How about you did this one right here? Let's get people some exercise. Let's get them moving over there. Go to the tavern. Which one? The one that's way over there. I'm basically okay with that, rather. And which scenery do you want? No, how about we killed an elite instead? There we go. So your target is now that elite. I like the cacti. Cacti. There we go. You're done. Now, let's deal with the upgrade. Region overloaded again. Why are you people not going over to my new level 1 zone? It's pretty cool. I mean, I say it's pretty cool. It's actually pretty barren at the moment. But that was my goal. I wanted to focus on fleshing out some of the areas that we've already got. Okay, everything is turned on over here. For now. We'll be keeping an eye on that area. It seems that it was the cable that was not possibly covering the areas that it needed to cover. Maybe these things have a wider radius than I think they do. Things seem to be under control there for right now. I'm going to deal with the upgrade, and then I'm going to find something to do with the first level 1 zone over here in Firehill. Just keep fleshing everything out. I don't ever want to call an area done. With just this one point, I'm going to put it into Jibs. I want to make any players that come in as killers who are wicked into combat. I want to make sure they're being kept happy, and I'm sure that will do it. If the combat is very visceral, that's probably what they want. But let's release the award-winning World of Davecraft 2.1.0. Let me just check this little corner here for network. It should be all in network. I want to put, now that I've got kind of a lore, a story that's developing here, I want to put a small area of Quinogres right here, and probably 1 or 2 elites in there, because they're trying to get their crystal back. This is my story. Oh, Positively Cozy, you reached level 2. Good for you. This is my story now. They're trying to get their crystal back. They're trying to reclaim that area from the skeletons. So you guys are going to live there, and then I'll put, I guess, maybe just 1 for right now. A new elite Quinogre can live right there. Everything is turned on. Everything is turned on. They should probably have some stuff. I mean, they've just kind of come here unprepared. Let me see if I can put some scenery down that might make sense. Yeah, I don't know what this thing is, but this clearly belongs to the Quinn Ogres. No clue what that's supposed to be, but they own that. Let there be no doubt about that. Obviously, the Quinn Ogres need some spikes. Everybody knows that. Everybody needs spikes, really. Spikes are universal. Everybody can use some spikes. I want to see, where's that trebuchet? I know that's around. There it is. I see it. Yeah, they don't have much of a camp. I think it should face that way, because there's the weight. So it should face this way if they're firing on the skeletons. So they don't have much of a camp. They're over here. They're trying to reclaim their crystal. But they have something. They've got a trebuchet. They've set up a sort of little base of operations, and they, in my little lore mind, are trying to reclaim their crystal from the skeletons. And of course, along the way, the players are going to come along and kill them all. I've got a tavern over here near the new Quinn Ogre zone, but not much going along in the road. I think the tavern is probably close enough. Maybe we could use an inn here. Maybe an inn would be a good idea. I don't really know that it is, but I'm going to put one down anyway in the region that is perpetually overloaded because, that makes sense. And then probably some scenery buildings because I can't really stop myself from doing that now, can I? Okay, nothing too fancy, just an inn and a display building, a decorative building, and a blacksmith shop. Nothing crazy, not going nuts. Oh, Rivakush, you just died. I'm so sorry. I'm sure you'll be respawned somewhere. And a little bench outside the blacksmith, so you've got somewhere to wait while he's making your weapon. My goodness, there's a lot of people here, aren't there? And now, I think we're having a similar issue with this zone. I think it's a bandwidth thing. I just don't think we've got enough juice in the place to accommodate everyone. That's my thought. Now, that one was just a developer one. The developer just came in and turned that on eventually, right? Your arrow just went in the building, but it's not flashing blue. It's still flashing red. Okay, I'm going to throw down a quest giver and kind of hope for the best here. Oh, and Rivakush, you're back and you reach level 2. Good job. Well done. Quests, go to the scenery. Where do you think you want to go? Not bad. Quinn Ogre Zone, great. That's exactly what I was going to target, so we can get some people going over there. And let me find the elite over here and make sure people are coming over to kill him. How about you target it? Come here. Just pause. Come here. Thank you. Alan the barbarian. Have you met Nikki the Terrible? I gotta be careful not to do everything as a kill quest because it's not necessarily what my players want. Some of them just want to wander around and explore the place. Speaking of that, I never actually dealt with the issue of what people wanted. Just slow down. Like Kibberich, you are actually frustrated. What's your problem? What do you want? You want nothing. You have no demand. You're a cosplay enthusiast. That's fine. Ted Hart, if indeed that is your real name. What exactly are you frustrated about? Scenery's nice, scenery's nice, scenery's nice. Scenery's nice. Okay, let's try someone else. Elian. What is your demand? You have no demand. I know some people wanted, you want to buff the wizards, and you want nothing, and you want to buff the paladins. Alright, and you want to nerf the paladins. See, here's the thing. We're going to have to kind of walk the line here, because some people are going to want opposite things. You want to nerf the paladins. You want to nerf the paladins, and you want to buff the paladins. So if I give in to one side, I'm going to lose the other. They're going to hate that. Do we need Quinn Ogres in the city? I mean, short answer, yes. Well, nerfing or buffing people is not at the top of the list here in terms of what people want, but just for argument's sake, if we wanted to, it seemed like many people wanted to nerf the paladins. Several people wanted to buff the paladins, but let's just auto-nerf them. What's that going to do? Your Divine Hammer ability is going to be less than so. Okay. Let's see what that does. Because I feel that's just going to tick off 50% of the people here. It's going to annoy 50% of the people. Because the other 50% probably wanted me to buff them rather than nerf them. But here we are, and why won't you turn on that building? Okay, two very last things that I want to do. I keep trying to wrap up this episode, and I keep playing it more because it's fun like that. I want to put up a watchtower, a landmark rather, over here. because it doesn't seem like a lot of people are coming in this direction, and I want to set up a quest giver over here. And actually, probably a guard would be a really good idea. That would be an excellent idea. Let me just fidget with your quests. What have you got? Crocodiles and skeletons, that's sure. Quinogres, yep, that's fine. Skeleton zone, that's fine. And go to the tavern. Yeah, let's get you to do another fetch quest rather than a kill quest. I don't want them to all be kill quests. That's not the best idea. So you've got a couple of travel around quests and the rest are kill quests. That's fine. And then I think, how much money am I sitting on? 34K? Where did I put that flight point? I put it over here, didn't I? The flight point that is just hideously expensive. Yeah, here we go. Flight point. Yay! That doesn't actually go anywhere because we can't afford to set up the flight point, but it exists, right? You know what? I bought it. I may as well use it. I want to set up a flight point. I just kind of want to. Not very far, because I think I can pretty much only afford to get them into the next town, but darn it, flight point. How much was this again? I don't immediately remember. It is... Oh, it's only 1,000 for the flight point. It's a heck of a lot more to get the flight path. So let's pop you right there. And then, you know what? I'm making it happen. Let's get... Yeah, here we go. How much... It's not... You know what? I can do it. I can do it. Oh, hang on. That's going to set up a new flight point. Okay, I did that wrong. I thought I was going to, like a path, click between the two of them that I just set up. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Well, lesson learned. There we go. That's fine. How much would it cost me to get it all the way over here? Not a small amount of money, but not the world's largest amount of money. I could do it. I want to set it up right over here. That's like twice the money, though. Okay, back that off. Go right here. Right, it's in. I am absolutely going to sit here and wait until somebody gets on that bird. There we go. Somebody's on it. Somebody's on it. Ryder, you have taken flight. Oh, and somebody's coming the other way. Oh, I already like flight points. Oh, they're expensive as all get out, but boy, is that fun. Oh, look at all the people on the birds. Oh, look at all the people. And I was just random. I was waiting for someone to get on them. Oh, Positively Cozy has bought a new weapon. Good for you. It costs them... No, that's not the flight point. That's the flight point. It costs them 1 gold to use this. I guess that's okay. I mean, it's their gold. It's not real money, though. If I could make this a microtransaction, that'd be pretty neat, wouldn't it? And this is offering the players high convenience. A convenience of 5.37, which is apparently high. I've got to feel that's good. I've got to feel that's a good thing for the players. They're going to like things to be convenient around here. Lord knows in a modern-day MMO, nobody wants to walk anywhere. This building is still not on. What is the problem? What is the problem here? I don't know. Okay. All right. You know what? Let's wrap up MMORPG Tycoon 2 for today, please. I'm sorry this episode has gone on so long. Forgive me for that. I hope you guys are still enjoying it. If you do want to be in the game, do please let me know in the comments. And anyone I haven't addressed, either speak up because I may have forgotten, or we're waiting for some specific thing that you wanted to be named after. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. Robot, how do we rescue you? I don't know how to rescue you. I'm also not sure I ever knew you were a woman. Bugs are inherently stupid, and they get in places and they can't get out. You know what places they get in? Things that are wide open that don't have screens over them. It's a piece of mesh. We figured this out like 100 years ago. What is wrong with the British, the Irish? Is it just a show about foxes all the time? If so, is that some sort of subtle esoteric thing about being a weapons manufacturer, or is it just stuck on the Nature Channel?